Last night, the bWo came back, bigly. And inside the Elimination Chamber, Trevor Robinson survived 5 other men in absolute chaos to become the new Pure Shooter champion. But that championship isn't just about winning. It honors a man who represented everything the bWo stands for. The last shooter, the young gun, Stephen Faison. Stephen's legacy lives on, and now Trevor Robinson carries it into the next chapter of the bWo. But Resurrection is just getting started. Tonight, ATM defends the tag team championships they've held for almost a year against the Overkill. And in the main event, the longest reigning bWo world champion, Don Krypton, defends that title against his former ally in the GOP, the Vagabond. One might say, a battle of the gods of promo. 2 championships on the line, 4 matches, 1 unforgettable night, and the return of DB greatness. Some people didn't want this to happen. Some people hope the bWo was gone for good. Some people hate that we're back. Well, hate us now. Because last night proved the death of the bWo was fake news. And tonight, we remind the entire promoverse, we're still better than Efed. Welcome to night 2 of bWo Resurrection. It's gonna be huge.
My style's greater, model data, big threat to a lot of you haters. Commentators ringside try watching my paper, almost a decade, quite impressive. Most of the best is in the S's for this rap stuff that I stand for, expanding more to the big screen. Bill Gates dreams, but it seems you'd rather see me in jail with state dreams. Want me off the scene fast, but good things last. Like your favorite MC, still making some mean cast. First rapper to bring a platinum plaque back to the projects, but you still wanna hate? Be my guest, I suggest. Money is power. Do it now.
You can hate me now.
I won't stop.
But I won't stop now.
Can't stop.
Cause I can't stop now.
You can hate me.
You can hate me now.
Do it now.
I hate you too. But I won't stop now.
Come on.
Cause I can't stop now.
Come on.
You can hate me now.
You can hate me. Do it now.
You can hate me now.
Do it now. I told you, do it now.
I hope you enjoyed the appetizer, because now it's time for the main course. It's been a long time. Let's see if I still got it. bWo faithful, it is I, your wrestling professional, the voice of the bWo promo division, king in the north, the very best that does this, the Blammy award-winning best host, damn it, and the last of a dying breed. Hashtag DB greatness, and welcome to bWo. It just hit me just how long it's truly been. bWo Resurrection Night 2. You saw it was an epic encounter. So many epic things happening, and you have big winners. Special thanks to Franklin Benjamin for handling it. And of course, Night 1, it went as follows. Lifeless defended his TYS championship. The new #1 contender for the TYS championship is Dante Black, which I don't know how that's going to work with. I think Dante Black's no longer here. I have no clue. And the #1 contender for the bWo World Heavyweight Championship is Lit Fuse, and the winner of the Pure Shooter Elimination Chamber, the best, Trevor Robinson. Now, there's been a lot of questions going in as to what's going to happen, because supposedly Jay the Ace may have relinquished the Pure Shooter Championship, or he may not have. I don't know. There's a lot of things that happened during our break. But I would like to take this time to show you, for the first time ever, the brand new Pure Shooter Championship. Look at this thing dedicated to the one and only Stephen Faison, the young gun, the last shooter, a belt of his caliber, and it will go to the worthy man, whether it be Jay the Menace or Trevor Robinson. Will they face off? Who will be the champion? We'll hopefully find out soon. But tonight, it's simple. In our main event tonight, the bWo World Champion, Don Krypton, will defend his title against Vagabond. Now, the Vagabond has gone on and won world titles, and he is finally at that level. Can he do it again tonight and defeat the bWo World Champion himself, Don Krypton, who's been defending the title left and right? Now he's approaching the longest length as champion. Can Don Krypton do it? I don't know. We'll find out. But before we get there, let's go ahead and get started with the title match of title matches. The bWo Tag Team Champions, ATM, AT, and J the Menace will be defending their title against a new team of Purge and Reckoning. So let's see it. Let's see who does it well. See, I'm a little rusty, so we're going to figure this out. For the bWo Tag Team Championship, ATM defending their title against Purge and Reckoning. Send it to the action.
2 Monate. 60 Tage. So lange habe ich auf euren verfickten Anruf gewartet. Nur weil unsere Namen nicht Jay the Ace oder AT sind, nur weil eure Champions das nicht hingeschissen kriegen, eure Company so zu repräsentieren, wie es sein sollte. Diese 3 Buchstaben können die es nicht hingeschissen kriegen, dass da irgendetwas passiert. Aber nein, ihr gewährt ihm keine Chance, ihr gewährt mir keine Chance, ihr gewährt keine Chance, dass die Tag Team Titles von richtigen Leuten wie wir repräsentieren lassen.
Richtig, denn Sie agieren wie eine Karen. Sie heulen die ganze Zeit rum, saufen, tragen Sonnenbrillen im Haus.
Sonnenbrillen. Welcher Vollidiot trägt im Hause Sonnenbrillen? Jay the Ace und AT, meine Damen und Herren. Glückwunsch an der Stelle, dass ihr beide wie 2 Clowns aussehen.
Da fällt mir was ein. Vielleicht wollen Sie auch nur Stevie Wonder für Arme spielen.
Oder noch besser. Kennst du die Street Profits von der WWE? Angelo Dawkins und Montez Ford. Jetzt stell dir mal vor, das wäre Jay the Ace und AT. Overrated, overhyped und langweilig wie sonst was.
Anders gesagt, die beiden sind Street Profits auf Wish bestellt.
Nee. Ja, gefunden auf otto.de. Aber das kann nicht wahr sein. Das kann wirklich nicht wahr sein, dass bWo uns sowas präsentieren will. Schämt ihr euch eigentlich nicht?
Ihr lasst es zu, dass solche 2 Clowns euch repräsentieren. Sie sind es nicht wert, Tag Team Gold zu tragen. Sie sind es nicht wert, überhaupt was zu tragen.
Jetzt fangen wir mal bei dir an, Jay the Ace, du kleiner Bastard. Ich habe sowieso die Schnauze voll von dir. Du laberst hier ein von wegen, ich mach dies, ich mach das, ich mach jenes. Wir sehen dich jedes Mal on screen bei der Promo Division live. Und jedes Mal denke ich mir so, ich möchte diese Karen wirklich in die Fresse schlagen. Letztes Mal hast du behauptet, du bist ja hier, weil du es sein musst. Dann sei doch kein Champion, wenn du keinen Bock hast. Dann verpiss dich aus dieser verfickten Promo-Welt und lass Männer wie wir, richtige Männer, die einen großen Schwanz haben übrigens.
So groß.
Verdammt groß. Das kannst du dir nur in deinen eigenen Träumen wahren. Lass die wahren Männer spielen und geh zurück zu dem verdammten Kindertisch, wo du hingehörst.
Und dann kommen wir zu deinem Tag Team Partner.
AT.
Der kriegt es nicht mal hin, einen richtigen Flow zu entwickeln.
Soll ich dir aber mal was sagen, Reckoning?
Was denn?
Er hat sich benannt von einem ganz besonderen Stadion, nämlich den AT&T Stadium.
Nein, oder?
Doch!
Wie blöd kann man sein? Junge, du bist kein Gebäude, Alter.
Gebäude.
Ey, euch beide schmeiß ich locker auf den Boden, trete rauf, bis eure Gesichter so demoliert sind.
Okay, das hört sich ein bisschen illegal an, weil wir sind in einem Promo-Battle.
Ja, okay, stimmt auch wieder.
Street-Fight.
Ja, ist okay.
Ich meine, die denken auch, die wären der größte Gangster-Shit,
Ja, deswegen.
den es gibt. Die denken, die würden jeden Tag im Gangsters Paradise leben oder sind straight aus dem Compton raus. Aber wir beide sind die Juggalos und wir machen, was wir wollen. Woot! Und wir nehmen uns, was wir wollen, denn heute Abend wird es endlich soweit sein, dass wir beide Geschichte machen werden und die ersten und wirklich ersten und einzigen Tag Team Champions sind, die aus Deutschland kommen. Und nochmal kurz zur Info. Weißt du was mir letztens noch aufgefallen ist?
Was denn?
AT hatte ja diesen ach so tollen Gürtel doch gehabt, ne? War das Tag Team Titles?
Ich glaube.
Ja,
Aber warte. Wo war denn der Belt von JVAs?
genau.
Soll ich euch mal sagen, wie richtige Champs aussehen?
Genau so. Denn ihr wisst nicht, wie man für Hardware kämpfen sollt. Ihr denkt so, ach, es ist nur Hardware. Das kann ich doch glatt zu Hause per Staub lassen. Falsch gedacht. Ihr müsst für Hardware kämpfen, zittern und bluten. Und heute werdet ihr sowieso bluten. Weil ihr zwei kleinen Bitches, ihr denkt, wir wären nur kleine Fische. Ha? Ihr denkt, wir wären nur Leute, die nur Scheiße labern, ne? Ihr denkt, nur weil wir auf Deutsch reden können wir nichts gewinnen.
Aber eins noch. Eure tollen letzten Gegner wollten mir erzählen, ich würde nur nach Relevanz suchen. Nur komisch, in meinem ersten Match hier habe ich mir ein Tag-Team-Titelmatch verdient.
Ein Match.
Und
Match.
und das ist Relevanz suchen? Das nenne ich Dominieren!
Nein, das ist nicht dominieren. Das ist nicht nur, weil das der Gangster-Shit ist. Das ist nicht, weil wir das für bWo machen. Das ist es, weil wir es für uns machen. Und den
Kill!
Top Champs out.
I know, AT, you're like, why am I sitting down? Well, let me tell you. It's pointed. It's intentional. It's my way of being a rascal. See, I sit down to disrespect my opponents. I sit down to let them know that they aren't worth the time, the energy, the effort of even standing up and setting up my camera and using the space to walk around and move. Even this acknowledging you before them is intentional. It's like, you've seen how I haven't even looked at the camera yet because they aren't really worth the time. They're not going to pose a threat. They don't show any real challenge, any of the things that I need to get excited and put any real effort into a promo. Like you, I could talk to you off camera anytime. You're my homie, but I would rather use this first full minute to acknowledge you than either one of them. It's real pointed, but I guess now we should address them.
Hi Germans, Purge, Reckoning. I'm gonna call you by your individual names because honestly, I don't know your fucking tag team name. Nobody does. But I'll be honest, again, it's gonna be very, very, very difficult for us, because it's not we don't like you, it's not because we don't wanna face you, it's because we gotta do this whole promo for 6 whole fucking minutes, and the two of you have done nothing of relevance, of note, or entertaining in the bWo, not as individuals, and damn sure not as a tag team.
So now the most entertaining thing that's ever gonna have come from either one of you is this promo about you, against you, from ATM. Ain't that a fucking shame?
Life Reckoning. I don't know nothing about you, and that's a fucking shame too. But if I had to confidently guess, I would guess that you gotta be Purge's father, or uncle, or uncle father. Now, I don't know for sure, because quite honestly, looking at the two of you, you could also be his son or some cousin, just a whole bunch of typical European inbreds. But we're basing this off a couple of things. You're both German, you're both ugly, you both look like you probably smell like something wet.
You both got big ass backs. You both got big ass shoulders that look like the blades have never touched. Y'all both got thick ass necks. Y'all are both bald. Now, granted, being bald doesn't necessarily mean that you're related, because if that was the case, you could be related to AT.
Anyways, the most important thing, the way that I just know y'all two related, is because you both absolutely fucking suck. But to be fair, Reckoning, I actually don't know what you bring to the table. You could be very well more challenging and better than your older grandnephew with Purge. Speaking of Purge, what do I know about you? Unfortunately, too damn much. Like, I know that you're a dog shit at promos, because Purge, what have you done in the bWo? I'll tell you, you existed. You've done a great, phenomenal job breathing. As a matter of fact,
You were kind of at Promo Mania because Jay the Menace used you as a linchpin to beat the shit out of Grayson Lee because, as I said in the moment, you cannot lose to the Purge in any lifetime and then also beat Jay the Menace in that same lifetime. You just can't do it. Now use that exact same logic. You cannot be the Purge and beat Jay the Menace in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So what are you even doing here?
now, I'm not even gonna lie. I did not want to take this match. Neither one of us wanted to take this match. We were looking forward to hopefully tag teaming Mama Purge. And my baby, if you ever in town, call us, Mama. But instead, we're facing you two fucking scrubs, you two fucking jobbers, you two fucking losers.
And yeah, I guess Purge, I think you won the BXT championship back when nobody wanted the BXT title, and that's kind of your claim to fame. But no. Now that you've actually been in the main event against the bWo Tag Team Champions, and as I've said before, it is not the main event on the card, but any card that has ATM in it, any match that has a member from ATM in it is the fucking main event. Now that you can say that you've come to the main event, and you had to go through backwater doors to get here because when you had your golden opportunity before Promo Mania in the tag team triple threat, you both fucking tied and you couldn't get the job done, so you couldn't go to Promo Mania and we couldn't whoop your ass there, so we're whooping your ass here now. We can do that in real time.
And Germans, I mean, what good has ever come out of Germany? Nothing. You know, matter of fact, a bunch of horrible, terrible things have come out of Germany. And I can name like 3 of them. Those things are the Reckoning, Purge, and of course the worst thing to come out of Germany, the BMW. I mean, do you know how hard it is to get maintenance on that damn car? And it's so goddamn expensive, costs so much fucking money.
And speaking of money, bWo, welcome back and look at your and still bWo Tag Team Champions, ATM, because we
Are
the
money.
And still, bWo Tag Team Champions, ATM. So many great things, and let me tell you, that was one of the best tag team matches that I've ever seen, and I don't really like tag team matches, if you know the history. Last time I performed, of course, I retired in the main event of Promo Mania against Don Krypton, and now I am no longer a full-time promo competitor. What does that mean, though? There's still things that I want, but I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future. But next up, this is going to be another epic encounter. It will be a pure shooter match itself. The King of the Dad Style has been one of the best competitors. I gotta say, I love myself some Dad Style, and he knows how to talk pure shooter, some pure shit, you know, especially with the butt cancer and everything. But this guy is new. His name is RMN. I'm gonna just stand out of the way to let them do their thing. King of Dad Style taking on RMN. Send it to the action.
King of Dad Style, more like King of Dull Stories. King of Dad Style, more like King of Dry Snacks. King of Dad Style, more like King of Drop Signals. King of Dad Style, more like King of Dead Socks. King of Dad Style, more like King of Delayed Spawn. No? Too close to home? Okay, alright. King of Dad Style, King of Dad stuff, that's kind of garbage. Okay, big King of Dad Style, more like King of Disconnected Speakers, because we can't, no, okay, alright, King of Dad Style, more like King of Dusty Shit, no, that's kind of weird, yeah, not gonna lie. King of Dad Style, more like King of DIY Stress. See, you got an acronym within an acronym, because that's the, what's the word? Catchy, yeah, that's close enough. King of Dad Style, more like King of Download, stuck at 99%. Oh, that's too wordy as shit. All right, hold on. Okay, here's a good one. King of Dad Style, more like King of Dinner Scraps. No, okay, let's try it again. King of Dad Style, more like King of Do Nothing Sundays. Okay, that was terrible. Okay. Here we go. King of Dad Style, more like King of Dumb Spell Check. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Here's some more. Instead of King of Dad Style, it's more like keeping office documents stored because he's white. No, it's not. It's not as good. All right. King of Dad Style, more like key operations system data. No, I'll fuck that all the way up. Key operations data system, because KODS, not KOSD. We're getting there. King of Dad Style, more like kids on dumb. Let's not talk about the kids. It's not funny. King of Dad Style, more like kind of dead serious, because you be dead ass deadpan, and it's weird. King of Dad Style, more like kick out or die soon. That's a crazy word. Kick out or die soon? Why would you say that? That's insane. You know what? I think I'm done here. King of Dad Style, fuck you, yeah.
Hello, bWo. Hello to your racist ass judges. Because yet again, they've just given a white man a random ass match. This is the guy that won a Blammy. My award winning ass. My ass won a Blammy before most of you black guys. And you still treat me like shit. So now it is time for the white man to come in here and show you what he does best by going against RMN, this retarded masked N. I can't think of a good word for N. I'll come back to that one, alright? Anyway, random masked nincompoop. I can use that one. What are you gonna do? Sue me? You came on in a cheap ass pound shop mask, spoke a lot of shit, didn't say much. You're a black man's Trump. My cancer-riddled asshole has said more than you ever will. And the best I can do out of that is squeak. But I will say, I'm quite impressed. Because the one thing I can do is still shit. And with all the medication that I'm on for my cancer-riddled ass, you're still full of more shit. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I ain't bringing my clan hood to this party. I don't need to. I'm saving that for the black people that deserve it. You don't even deserve a clan rally, my friend. You're just not that worth it. You're not worth it. Not worth my time. So, we're going to dumb it down for you. We're going to dumb down why I'm better than you. And yes, you know, this face and the colour of it is one of the reasons. But secondly, when I'm not in a group that is judged by black men who don't want to see a white man succeed, I have a track record. I have won tournaments. I have beaten people that actually deserve their time in the spotlight. I know you like a lot of spotlights, but this isn't spotlights that you get from police cars. I know what you're like. So, you thought you'd come and steal a win from me? You should know a lot about stealing. That's all you do. It's not going to happen. It will not happen. I will not let a black guy steal from me. I know we live in England. I know that we aren't allowed to use guns. But I know what we can do. And we can beat a black man well. I'm going to beat you so badly your ancestors will wish they were back in them fields. They will wish they were still owned by people. Because they're going to be embarrassed that generations down, that their great-great-great-grandson was beaten so badly by a white man that it sent the whole generation back a couple of years. It's just not cotton picking fair. Anyway, enough moaning about black men. I do enough of that in my time. Latest status. I'm still going to think of a good word beginning with N. I cannot think of one. Actually, I can think of one. Random masked.
Dad style. See, this is why he is who he says he is. You know the deal. Make sure you're following us on Facebook, bWo Promo Division, for all the things that we have going on. And if you want to join, send a message to the page so you can be a part of this league. We are still better than Efed, damn it. All right, next up, it's another singles match. Now, this guy was known as one of the greatest, if not the true first commissioner of the bWo, and that was Tyler Drummond, now known as the Army of One. He has gone around, he's left, he's come back, he's left, he's come back, but he's always bWo. Former bWo world champion, former champion all around. Now he's taking on a new competitor who's never competed here, Allison Black. I've seen her in different leagues, so it's great to see her here in the bWo. So I'm gonna stand out of the way and let them do their thing and do it right. The Army of One, Tyler Drummond, Allison Black, send it to the action.
WO, what a pleasant surprise that I find myself in your company. I, Allison Black, have been turning heads everywhere that I go. Everybody knows that I'm gonna come out there and be chaotic and destructive. And I run through anybody that I get my hands on. An army of one decides that he's going to be the person to challenge me in my debut here. Army of One, what is so great about you? You say that you're one person, but you need an army around you? I'm confused. So I heard that you were Tiny P at one point. And Tiny P, I mean, I gotta say, I watched it and it was top tier. It was great cosplay work from you. Maybe you could have gotten a better beard, could have gotten better glasses. Maybe you could have been a little bit more sexual. You were trying so hard to be someone that you're not. But the moment that you put on a cap and started walking around in button-up shirts and trying to be the MJF around here, people started to notice you. You felt like you were at home. Army of One. Listen very closely. I'm not wasting my time on someone that wants to play cosplay for 5 minutes of fame. I am here to win titles. I am here to insert dominance. I am here because I'm on a mission. I'm a woman possessed at making a statement. And the bWo will be my statement. You are all stepping into the era of black. And I will be the next person to rise to the top. An army of one will be an absolute nobody.
I know that you all knew that they couldn't possibly have this show without everyone's favorite former bWo division commissioner, the Army of One himself. And like a glorious phoenix, the bWo promo division rises from the ashes tonight at Resurrection, and I get the honor of taking on Allison Black. Allison Black? Are we fucking serious here? I mean, Bobby Miller wasn't available. Mr. Wallace. Allison Black is it. I suppose that's a choice. See, I did a little research before this match because I really have no idea who the fuck Allison Black is. We've never crossed paths. We've been in the same leagues before, But I think the only reason that I have even a whim of an idea of who you are is because I remember thinking, what a dumb fucking name. So I'm doing this research, and I'm finding Facebook profiles from 2018. You've been doing this shit for 8 years? I'm about to say some old as shit, so brace yourselves. But do any of you remember back in the 1980s when they did New Coke? It was Coke, but they redid the formula to refresh it, and it fucking sucked. And they went back to old Coke before you could even blink your eyes. Allison Black's legacy is essentially new fucking Coke. Charity ass case, been around 8 years and hasn't done a thing. Allie, it might be time for a new hobby. And I know, there's levels to this shit and there's circles to this game. But trust me, if you'd have done shit, I would have heard about it at some point. Stuff leaks out, and legends' reputations precede themselves. It's why you know who I am, and I have no idea who you are, except I did know you were a wannabe goth white chick, but with a name like Allison Black, it's not like I needed an advanced degree to really get to that point. So you aren't a legend. You aren't even a superstar. Hell, if you were in my league, I might not even feed your ass at catering with as little as you bring to the table. But hey, I needed someone to face tonight, right? And your career needed those 2 little paddles that the doctors use to bring dead people back to life while they're shouting, "Clear!" Well, you're in luck. Consider me a paddle. Unfortunately, I'm not the type of paddle you wanted. I could have easily resurrected your lifeless career with my shine, but I'd much rather beat your ass in the bWo. Now go back to the minors, because you don't belong here.
If you are bWo, you're bWo for life. The Army of One, taking her down. I'm proud of you. Now, it is that time for the main event. One of, if not the, I don't give a shit, it is the greatest world championship in all of Efed and all of promo competition across whatever universe. It's the bWo World Championship. The desire to have this title means you are one of the all-time greats, and one of the all-time greats is Don Krypton. He fought tooth and nail and took that title and has defended it every chance he can. But another man who's won titles and titles, and that is the Vagabond. He has truly reached that top pinnacle of all around the promo universe. But can he take the title that he has never won? The one title from the place where he was born. Friends, now rivals. And I know Lit Fuse is going to be watching this match closely to see who takes it. So without further ado, it's time for the main event for the bWo World Championship. The champion, Don Krypton, taking on a different breed, the Baba Yaga, the Vagabond. Send it to the action.
Yo, Don. It's you versus me for the bWo World Championship. You didn't expect to see me here, did you? Nah. You weren't expecting someone like me to be the one to challenge you for the right to hold that belt or the right to the throne, huh? Nah. Let's go over our history together, Don. I'm sure you're going to enjoy this. I remember when you first came into the bWo, right? You and Joey Ramboa, mayhem. He was doing all the talking. You were the one sitting in that chair, right next to him, glasses on and everything, silently, not saying a fucking word. But the wheels were turning in your head. I saw it. Nobody else did. You're like, when is he gonna talk? When is Donnie gonna talk? When is Donnie gonna talk? Fast forward, you versus Hezekiah. You beat him. Not just beat him, you crushed him. Because everybody was so surprised, brought to their knees in awe of the way you carried yourself, Don. Yet nobody paid as much attention to you as they did to Ramboa. At first it didn't eat at you, it didn't chip away at your ego, it didn't fuck with your head a little bit, it didn't mess with your mental. Until eventually, he won the TYS championship. While you, Don, you were still wrestling which expanded vocabulary volume you were going to use against your opponents. Until somebody eventually called you a one-trick pony. And that stuck with you for a while. That stuck with you for a hot minute. That fucked with you, didn't it? That hurt you to your core, but you just kept chugging along on autopilot. Until eventually you broke your own potential. It brought you the bWo World Championship. Which, commendable effort, I'm proud of you, Donnie. Yet at the same time, old habits die hard. You're stuck doing the same thing. Where you have to mangle a nigga over and over and over just to get your point across. I get it. I like mangling niggas too. I mean, you had to stand up. You actually had to get up out of your seat and do something. See, I've always been standing up. I've always been doing something, but now I'm sitting down. Which is literally the worst possible spot you can find me. Because if I'm sitting down, these diabolical thoughts, they're flowing freely. And this wall of verbal violence only gets more vicious, more wicked than you could ever comprehend, my nigga. Because once these walls of verbal violence surround you and beat you down without mercy, verbally punching holes in your motherfucking chest, turning you into Swiss fucking cheese, you eventually break down and die right beneath my feet like the bitch that you are, Don. No amount of Shakespearean soliloquies, no amount of expanded vocabularies can save you from me. Because you are standing between me and true immortality. Because I want this as bad as I can breathe. I want this as bad as a fucking toothache. I want this as bad as the ear infection I'm currently battling right now. You feel me, Don? I'm not leaving until I take the bWo World Championship away from you. The saxophones are loud, Don. Really fucking loud. You feel me? Huh? Because the reign of Don Krypton is over. And from the ashes of his destruction is the rise of the different breed, the Baba Yaga, the motherfucking Vagabond. Your new bWo World Champion.
From the heart of the island of relevancy, the monument stands tall, a tribute to the gold, the glory, and the dominance that defined an era.
This might be bWo Resurrection, but Vagabond, I'm putting you back in the ground you crawled out of. So you've been here a long time, Vagabond, longer than me. You bled for this place. When it was just tape decks and folding chairs, I respect that. You grinded, you survived. Look at you. First, Pure Shooter Champion, TYS Champion, Mr. Nigga America, and now look at that little jewelry on your shoulder there. And that would all be impressive to somebody who didn't already do it. You see, I set the bar. See, I handed the same title that you got on your shoulder to Franklin and watched him run with it. And you only got it because your opponent no-showed? You got handed a belt? Big difference between you and me. I beat the greatest of all time in a series to get mine. That's why I sit at the pinnacle and you're still scratching, begging, clawing for respect in this game. Now you got a shot at the real top prize, but let's be honest. You've been middle of the road for years, safe, comfortable, predictable. And while you were fighting to stay relevant, I was fighting to take over, and I did. Now let's get the story right. I'll never forget the time you gave me the opportunity to win my first title when things weren't working out here. Handed it to me on the plate, thinking maybe Don will stay behind me while I do bigger and better things. Well, look around, you're wrong. I took that shot and I passed you. I lapped you. I built a legacy while you were still looking for a leash to follow. When I recruited you to Mayhem, I saw something in you. I saw chaos with a purpose. I gave you a seat at my table despite the objections from my best friend, and you betrayed me by sticking a knife in my back. Yeah, you're undefeated against me, aren't you? And you love that stat, don't you? But we both know why. You don't beat me. You wait till I'm down and then you kick me. You're not a winner, Vagabond. You're an opportunist. And that belt on your shoulder tells me that immediately. But not this time. At Resurrection, I'm not gonna underestimate you again. I'm erasing you. Yeah, you might be chaotic, unpredictable, uncontrollable. That's what they say. But I say you're just another link in the chain, and you're always the third option. Mr. Wallace, Trey J, then you. Mayhem, me, Ramboa, then you. GOP, me, Franklin, then you. Even in your new group, Lit, AT, then you. And even with that belt on your shoulder making you the main man, you're still earning points for Mac. In company, aren't you? Still the third link in the chain. See, I know why they say you got that dog in you now. It's because you're always on a fucking leash. And until you cut those chains, you can never be who I am. You can never catch up to me. You will never reach my heights, and you will never take anything from me, especially not this. See, I've held this bWo championship since Juneteenth of 2025, over a year, through wars, killers, better men than you. You don't get to beat the pinnacle by accident, and you won't beat me by unleashing chaos. Now, I respect the fight in you, Vagabond. You're a veteran. You've been through hell, and you keep coming back. And that's why you're still here. That's also why you're dangerous. But respect doesn't mean mercy. I've given you all the respect you're gonna get. The rest of this is business. The rest of this is punishment. The rest of this is reality. See, you're brave, Vagabond. You work hard and I admire that, but the line between courage and stupidity is razor thin, and you crossed it when you signed your contract for this match. You think being undefeated against me makes you untouchable? No, it makes you a target. You think chaos beats preparation? No, it doesn't. You think a no-show title like yours puts you on my level? No, it puts you 6 feet beneath me. Stepping in this ring with me at Resurrection is the last bad decision you'll make. Because I don't just beat guys like you, I end them. I bury the myth. I make sure when people say your name, they remember how it felt when I took everything from you. Now you've had your run, you've had your moments, but tonight, little foundation champion gets to learn what it's like to stand in front of the standard. bWo Resurrection isn't your comeback story, it is your obituary. You don't slay giants, you serve them, and your masters cannot save you now. So come to me with all of that chaos. Return your unpredictability. Bring every dirty trick that got you undefeated against me. Because when the bell rings, when the score is even, I will be the one that stands tall. And the message gets sent to you, Vagabond. You might have been here first, but I am the reason you get left behind. I am Don Krypton, and still bWo champion, the pinnacle and the standard that you will never reach. Take that little title you're not supposed to show on bWo programming back to your masters. We'll be waiting here when you finally grow some balls for yourself.
And still, bWo World Champion Don Krypton. Now that's a return, if I say so myself. You know the deal. We will see what happens next as the promo division. The bWo is back and hopefully here to stay. But if you want to watch previous episodes, of course, the bWo Network YouTube page is the place to go to watch all our previous premium promo events and our former show, Promo Division Live. What will the future hold? I don't know, but make sure you're subscribed and like the little bell for all the notifications. Follow the bWo Facebook page for all the information on things that are going on. And of course, that's the place to message to join up. What will happen? Who will be the first man to physically hold this other than me? We'll find out soon. Remember, this is the bWo Better Than Efed, and I'm DB Greatness. You have a wonderful night.